Hello and welcome to another broadcast of Michigan basketball presented by WCBN Sports FM Ann Arbor. My name is Andrew Laidlaw. We had some technical difficulties. We are 6 minutes left here in the first half. It is 27-21. My name is Andy. Zach, take us away, man.
Okay. Out of bounds, Oakland's ball.
Again, let me clarify. It is 27-21 Michigan. This is Michigan basketball versus Oakland. Sorry, we are jumping again. 6:40 left in the first half. Michigan is up 27-21.
Jalen Moore of Oakland's bringing up the ball. Passing around the perimeter of the three-point arc. Up for alley-hoop, missed. Out of bounds, it looks like it's going to be Oakland basketball.
So to give you guys a little context of what's going on right now, Michigan again 27-21. Michigan's leading scorers. Isaiah Livers with 6, Austin Davis with 6, and Eli Brooks with 6.
Micah
leading
Parrish
scorer
with the ball right now.
For Oakland, Williams with 5.
Franz with the steal. Nope. Jack up free from Oakland, and it's going to be out on Austin Davis. Oakland ball. They just gave him a new clock.
Again, yeah, Michigan 27-21. Michigan's defense really, so far in this game, has not looked particularly well. This on an Oakland team that is 0-3. Again, not very good offensive showing so far. 49 points, 53 points, and 60 points here in the first half. They got 21. So Michigan defensively has not been great, and we'll see if the game carries on.
Kevin Kangu trying to throw in the ball. The guy into Trey Townsend of Oxford. Passes it to Jalen Moore, who takes a mid-range jumper. Trey Townsend has the rebound. He's looking for Emmanuel Newsom. Emmanuel Newsom tries to drive. Good defense by Franz. He steals the ball, or jump ball.
Yeah, again, Michigan, one of the key aspects of Michigan's win against Bowling Green, which Bowling Green, again, people got to pay respect to, is a very, very good basketball team. People are talking they're clearly the front to win the MAC conference. Michigan was very active on the perimeter defense. Chauncey Brown looked really, really good. Isaiah Livers, we know, is a very active perimeter defender. Mike Smith even came to the Columbia transfer. He was not exactly the tallest guy. Even on the perimeter defensive side, looked really, really good. So that's an aspect that's going to carry this team on in the future, and right now hasn't particularly been great so far for the Wolverines.
Terrence Williams is coming in for Brandon Johns. Trey Townsend's at the free throw line.
Yeah, Trey Townsend, the grad of Oxford High School, the same high school that my uncle Steve Laidlaw coaches at. I got to watch Trey a couple times. A really, really smooth ball player.
1-on-1, first one's good. Second attempt here about the... It's 27-22. Michigan leads by 5 currently before the second attempt at the free throw line, and it's good. It's pure. Oakland closes the gap by 4. Eli Brooks is taking up the ball, hands it off to Isaiah Livers, who passes it to Franz. Franz looking, passes it back to Eli. Eli looking court, attempts to pass it to Austin Davis, which is stolen by Oakland. Zion Young of Oakland's bringing it up. Jalen Moore going for the drive. Out of bounds. Oakland
Great
ball.
block there from Isaiah Livers. One of the key components of the Isaiah Livers game, he is such an athletic wing/forward that he can guard you in the perimeter, can guard you in the post. He is so athletic and has such a great wingspan that he really causes a lot of havocs for offensive players. Another key block there for Isaiah Livers. Great play.
Inbounds play goes into Blake Lampman. Jalen Moore has the ball for Oakland. Emmanuel Newsom throws up the free. It misses. Franz with the rebound. Eli Brooks with the ball now. Passes it back to Franz. Who's looking. Passes it to Isaiah, who attempts to pass it to Austin Davis. Another turnover. Trey Townsend with the steal.
Yeah, really poor inbound pass there from Livers to Austin Davis. Really easy steal there for Trey Townsend, who has a significant height disadvantage against Austin Davis. Trey Townsend only coming at 6'8", compared to Austin Davis at 7 foot.
Foul on Michigan. Jalen Moore with the drive for Oakland. Going to have two shots.
Yeah, Austin Davis up at 6'10". Yeah, that was a key coming in the game. Oakland really, they don't have much height at the front court. I mean, the tallest guys on the roster is 6'8", which is, Trey Townsend, Chris Conway at 6'10". Again, a really, really height disadvantage here for Oakland. So far, really holding their own in the paint against the Wolverines.
First one's up, and it's good for Oakland. Closes the gap to 3.
Yeah, 27-24. Sorry for the technical difficulties that we had early on, but we are here now. And again, 5 minutes left, 3-point ball game. Oakland keeping it a lot closer than people expected.
Second attempt is good. Now it's a 2-point game, 27-25 Michigan. Eli Brooks with the ball up, coming up the court, passes it to Isaiah. Isaiah scanning the court, passes it back to Eli, who tries to do another steal by Oakland. Jalen Moore going down, passes it out to Jake Lampin with the free, and he misses.
Freshman Terrence Williams on a really good contest there from the right wing.
Franz bringing it up, passes it back to Eli. Eli dribbling, passes it to Isaiah, who passes it back to Eli, who passes it to Franz, who passes it to Terrence Williams with the attempted layup. He misses, goes back up, he gets it.
Should have been travel call there on Terrence Williams, shuffling his feet under the basket. But that's the aspect of Terrence Williams' games that's really good, inside and out. He's a pretty big, he can play the 2, can play the 3, probably can play the 4, but he's a good inside and outside player.
Trey Townsend with the ball, almost turns it over there. Blake Lampman has the ball. Jalen Moore now has the ball. Oakland high pick set for Jalen Moore, who attacks on Eli, who passes it to Emmanuel Newsome, who misses a layup. Franz with the rebound, passes it to Isaiah, almost stolen by Jalen Moore of Oakland, Michigan ball.
Yeah, high-paced action so far here for the Wolverines. Again, 29-25. Not exactly the start you wanted if you are the Wolverines. Coming this game, you're facing an Oakland team who is starting off the year 0-3, a 101-49 loss to Xavier. Really the only Power 5 team they played so far, lost by over 52 points. And they followed up Toledo, another MAC team, lost 80-53 in the Bradley, 74-60 loss there. So Oakland's 0-3 coming in this game. Not exactly has been a successful team so far in this game, or so far in this year. But in this game, right here, right now, this is easily the best they've performed all year. Holding Michigan to only 29 points. Again, they've had both offensive problems and defensive problems. Right now, Oakland's playing the best basketball that they've played all year. And against Michigan, a team that's number 25 team in the country right now, came off a 14-point win against the MAC favorite. Again, if you're Michigan in this position, you want to have a better showing. We're only 17 minutes in the game. We still hold the second half. But if you're Juwan Howard and this Michigan staff, you are not happy with the performance so far.
Yeah, especially speaking, Oakland has not really prepared for the season this season due to COVID. They've had it really bad for 3 weeks prior to this season. When asked by the Detroit News, Greg Campy, the head coach of Oakland, stated that his projection was to go 0-7 in the offseason. I mean, not out of conference.
not too optimistic there, Zach. And that's the problem with a lot of these smaller teams. Again, Oakland out of the horizon. You come and play these games where, Oakland on their schedules already played Xavier. They still got to play Purdue. Still got to play Oklahoma State and Cade Cunningham, the number 1 player in the country. And then you got Michigan State, again, who's another top 15 team at the Breslin Center in East Lansing. You never really expect to win many of those games if you are this low, bottom-feeding team in the horizon. But again, it prepares them for actual league play. These type of games, it gives them better off and a better longevity into the horizon season. And gain that experience. We all know experience is obviously key in college basketball.
Coming back from the timeout, Michigan, media timeout, Michigan with the ball, about to inbound. Zeb Jackson's at the 1 right now. With Isaiah Livers is also on the court with Terrence Williams, Austin Davis, and Franz Wagner making up the rest of the
very long lineup here for the Michigan Wolverines. Zeb Jackson, more of a combo guard, rolling at 6'3", 6'4". You probably got you got Franz at the 2 at 6'10", and then you got T-Will at the 3 at 6'6", 6'7", and then we got Livers and Davis, who obviously have length. This is a very long, disruptive, potentially defensive lineup here for the Wolverines.
Zeb Jackson with the ball, passes it to Terrence Williams, who passes it back to Zeb Jackson, who passes it to Isaiah Livers, who passes it back. Zeb Jackson driving, passes it out to Terrence Williams. That was a close call. Franz with the ball now. Isaiah passed to the ball. Driving, passes it to Austin Davis, who has a size advantage, and the ball is stolen. Jalen Moore with the ball from Oakland. Driving, he slows down the break. Looking, drives on Franz. Passes it to Kevin Kongu, who hands it off back to Jalen Moore. Jalen Moore looking, dribbling. He's looking to create something. Passes it to Trey Townsend, who has an open layup, and it's good. 29-27, Michigan leads by 2 now. Zeb Jackson bringing up the ball for Michigan.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what Zeb can do at the point guard position. Might be a spot in the future for Zeb, knowing with Eli Brooks and Mike Smith being gone next year.
Zeb with the ball, passes it to Isaiah, who shoots a free, and it rims out, in and out, up, rebounding. Oakland comes up with the ball. Kevin Kangu for Oakland with the ball. Passes it to Oladapo. Jalen Moore passes it back to Kevin Kangu. Jalen Moore with the ball again. Blake Lampin saying it. Pick, maybe. No. Jalen Moore with the ball.
Yeah, big size disadvantage here. Jalen Moore got the speed over Isaiah Livers.
Attempts a free, almost. Rims out.
Nice little step back there from Jalen Moore, almost went in.
Dylan Avadapo with the hook, and it goes in. It's 29-29 now, all tied up. Oakland probably never thought they're going to be here at this point.
Yeah, absolutely. If you're Oakland right now, you are sky high. You are very happy with the performance so far. You're seeing a lot of active hands in the paint there if you're Oakland defense. You know, we're talking about Trey Townsend earlier, has such a size disadvantage against whether it's Austin Davis or Brandon Johns or Hunter Dickinson. But what he's making up with size, he's bringing up with aggressiveness. And really, his active hands have made the difference right now, giving Austin Davis a lot of troubles. I mean, he's poked out 2 balls right now. He only has 1 steal under his belt right now, under his stat line. But he's had some really, really nice, he's caused a lot of distractions there for Austin Davis in the front court of the Wolverines.
Big storyline is right now is Oakland's getting to the line. Has had 7 attempts at the free throw line paired to Michigan's 4 attempts. Looking really just to be a little bit less sloppy with the ball. Michigan at this point, they've had a lot of turnovers. Just looking to be a little bit more careful with the ball at this point.
Another big thing to look at in this game. Again, on Wednesday against Bowling Green, Chauncey Brown was really showcasing his three-point shooting. I believe he went 6 of 7 from the floor. In this game right now, Chauncey Brown is only 1 of 5 from the floor, shooting at a 20% clip right now. Not ideal, not the performance that you had on Wednesday.
Zeb passes it to Terrence Williams. Zeb has the ball again. Passes it to Isaiah. Should have gone up with that. And that's an offensive foul, Isaiah, trying to drive for a layup. Yeah,
clear offensive foul there from Livers. Drives down that shoulder, blows away the defender, right in front of the referee, right in the right block there. Obvious call there. Again, Oakland gets an opportunity to take the lead in this ball game. Like you said, it's the 31.5-point spread. Everybody in their mom, everybody in Vegas knew Michigan was coming to this game, probably was going to dominate. Right now, dominating is the farthest thing from the truth.
Jalen Moore for Oakland's bringing up the ball. He passes it to Blake Lampman, who passes it to Emmanuel Newsom, who passes it to Trey Townsend. A handoff back to Jalen Moore. Looking around. Who passes it to Emmanuel Newsom, who drives on Franz, attempts an awful pass, awful shot, and it's a travel on Oakland's Michigan ball.
Again, what makes Franz Wagner so great is what makes him potentially a first-round pick in the NBA. Not only is he so skillful on the offensive end, he is so active and disruptive on the defensive end right there. One of those situations where Randall or where Moore was kind of had that pivot foot circling around, but Franz was never tricked. He stayed in possession, kept his feet on the ground, had a great defensive possession there.
Zeb with the ball, passes it back to Franz. Franz passes it to Terrence Williams, who passes it to Sean D. Brown, who passes it back. Oh, it's stolen by Jalen Moore again from Oakland, who goes in for the layup. Trying to draw a foul on Franz, misses the layup. Zeb Jackson with the ball now, driving. Sean D. Brown with the open corner free, shoots, miss. Terrence Williams with the putback score. 31-29, Michigan leads with less than 50 seconds left in the half. Jalen Moore with the ball for Oakland, holding it, drives on Zeb. Foul called on Zeb.
Yeah, another key aspect of this game so far, you look at the turnover margins. Right now, Oakland only with 8 Wolverines compared to the Wolverines 14 right now. Obviously, you're not going to have a pretty performance if you're losing a turnover margin by 6+, which the Wolverines are right now.
Jalen Moore at the free throw line. First of 1 attempt, 1 for 1, 1-1. Hits the first one. Second attempt coming up here to tie the game with 46.6 seconds left in the first half. And it's pure, it's good. Oakland has tied the game 31 all. Terrence Williams is inbounding the ball to Zeb Jackson, who lets it roll on the ground not to waste any time. Zeb Jackson picks it up. Passes it to Franz. Franz looking. Passes it to Terrence Williams II, who passes it back to Franz. Passes it back to Williams. Looking for someone to get open. Looking for Franz to create. Franz drives. Euro step. Traveling called on Franz. It's a turnover. Another U of M Michigan turnover for the Wolverines.
Yeah, number 15 there for the Wolverines. One thing I'm noticing right now, not a lot of movement in that Michigan offense right now. There's a lot of stagnant. There's no off-the-ball movement, no back screens, no back cuts, nothing necessarily hoping to create an opportunity for the Michigan Wolverines to score. It's a lot of stagnant, one-on-one type of basketball. And, usually in those situations, when you play a worser team, one-on-one basketball is going to work. But right now, Michigan doesn't necessarily have a lot of guards or a lot of players on the team necessarily that can slash to the rim. 2 years ago, 3 years ago, that was a Michigan thing. You have people like Muhammad Ali, Abdul-Rahman, Charles Matthews, even Mo Wagner was a good slashing five. On this team necessarily right now, you don't have a lot of slashing wing players on this team. Mike Smith, he's okay, but he's 5'10 right now. That's a huge deficiency trying to get to the rim and get those buckets. You can't play one-on-one basketball when you don't have a lot of guys that can get from point A to point B, from the perimeter to the bucket, and that's been the biggest problem so far for the Wolverines.
Sean D. Brown, I think, was brought in by Juwan Howard to be that slasher for the Wolverines, be that driver. He has not really done that today. Yeah,
and again, Shawnee right now, 0 for 5 on the floor right now.
Really surprising to me is Zeb Jackson's getting a lot of time right now, even though it's a close game.
A lot of Zeb Jackson, not a lot of Adrian Nunez.
More with the ball for Oakland, bringing it up the court. Sean D. Brown guarding him for the Wolverines. Holding the ball for the last possession here. 12 seconds left.
Opportunity for Oakland to go into halftime with a lead.
6 seconds, 5 seconds. Trey Townsend has it. Hook shot, and it's good. 33-31, Oakland. Last heave by Zeb, which is no good at the horn. Oakland takes the lead, even though they're 0-3 this year.
Yeah, 33-31 lead right now for Oakland going into Chrysler Center, again, with the 33-31 lead. High scores right now for both teams. Moore with 6. Trey Townsend, the freshman, again from Oxford, Michigan, a guy that I got to watch Trey play 3 or 4 times. And Trey really is a really interesting dynamic basketball player. Can play inside and out. And right now is having a very, very good game against Michigan, coming 8 points, 3 of 3 from the floor. Looking at the Wolverine side, we have 3 scorers right now with 6 points. Isaiah Livers, Austin Davis with 6, and Eli Brooks with 6. But again, Michigan right now shooting at a 46% clip, which is a lot better right now than Oakland shooting at a 33% clip. But the biggest deficiency right now is the turnovers. Right now, Michigan with 15 compared to Oakland's 8. So Oakland's getting a lot more opportunities to score. Yes, they're shooting at a lesser clip, but they're having more opportunities to score, and right now that's been the difference.
Yeah. Michigan's got to be a whole lot cleaner with the ball if they're going to pull away and win by 31 in the second half. Looking at this team, they're about equal in assists right now. Oakland has 6 assists while Michigan has 9 assists. They're about equal rebounding, which honestly is surprising to me, especially with the huge size advantage Michigan has compared to Oakland. 20 rebounds for the Wolverines compared to Oakland's 16.
Yeah, and that should have been, going into this game, that should have been a big win in the stat column compared to rebounds. Again, we talked about that height problems for Oakland. Looking on the roster right now, the highest guy they have listed is 6'10", is Chris Conway. Besides that, they have another player listed at 6'10", a couple 6'7", 6'6" guys. But right now, the guy playing at the 5, Trey Townsend, is only 6'6", compared to Austin Davis, 6'10". Even if you bring in Brandon Johns, 6'9", 6'8". And then obviously we have Hunter Dickinson on the bench at 7'1". No matter who is at the 5 for Michigan, they should have a clear advantage in the post. They should have a front court advantage any day of the week. But with the height problems that Oakland has, like I said, they have been so active with the problems they're causing with the hands and their physicality in the post right now is giving Michigan a lot of fits. Again, you're looking at their guys, Michigan, they're playing at the 5. We talk about Austin Davis, 6 points right now, but everyone else at the 5 really is not having much of an impact. Brandon Johns with 4, Hunter Dixon with 0. The plus going into this game, we thought Michigan would have a huge, huge advantage in the paint. Right now, that's just not the case.
honestly, I'm surprised that they played Zeb Jackson at the end of the half. His defense, his perimeter defense, isn't the greatest. He stands up a little bit too tall. He needs to be a little bit more on his balls of his feet, a little bit more bent. Guys are getting whooped past him, and then he has to foul. And
that's something in Zeb Jackson that he's going to learn over time right now. He's obviously a freshman. He's a top 60, top 70 recruit, so he's got the raw talent to be a very good Division I, Big Ten basketball player. But again, like you said, when you come in, this is his first game with big minutes for Michigan. And right now he does seem a little flustered, seems out of his rhythm. But those are type of things that he will learn over time.
Yeah, but it was interesting how they moved from Mike Smith at the end of the half to Zeb Jackson, when the game is this close, even though it is Oakland, who is not the most respected of opponents, but especially with the circumstances they've coming into this game, you still, when it's this close, you expect Juwan maybe to play his older players, play the more experienced players, especially when Zeb is struggling this much on defense. With Jalen Moore being their stud on Oakland, you can't.
Yeah.
He's been guarding Jalen Moore. You can't do that.
Absolutely. And again, we were very sorry for the technical difficulties that we had earlier. We missed the first 15, 16 minutes of the ball game, but we really do appreciate you guys sticking around and listening to our broadcast. We are going to take a little break here. As we are at halftime, there's about 12 minutes left at halftime. We will be back around 2 minutes. Again, going into the first half, or leaving the first half, Oakland has a 33-31 lead over the Michigan Wolverines. We'll be back with about 2 minutes left going into the second half. Hello and welcome back to WCBN Sports presentation of Michigan basketball. Coming back here in the second half with Oakland having a 33-31 lead over Michigan. Huge upset brewing here at the Chrysler Center. Again, Michigan with a 31-point favorite heading in this game, and things, Zach, are not going as planned.
Yeah, they're not going so well. For some reason, Michigan's going to have Zeb Jackson starting the second half instead of Mike Smith at this point, which is really strange.
I do believe those were the people who entered the first half for the Wolverines. So it's not the second half starting lineups. I do expect to see the starting lineup back out again. Mike Smith.
I hope.
We had Eli Brooks at the 2, Wagner at the 3, Livers at the 4, and Davis at the 5. Like we said, a lot of run from Zeb Jackson early in the first half. Didn't necessarily play terrible on the offense side of the ball, but clearly had some defensive efficiencies.
Yeah.
Or deficiencies, excuse me. Yeah, and also entering the second half here, 33-31. Oakland has a lead. Leading scorers for the Wolverines. We got Isaiah Livers with 6, Austin Davis with 6, and Eli Brooks with 6. Again, it's going to be a really telling second half here for the Wolverines. I believe a lot of people do expect the Wolverines to come out here and probably dominate. Probably don't have as bad a performance as they did in the first half, but if it's anything like the performance was in the first half, there's a lot of things to be worried about, especially on the offense side of the ball if you're a Michigan fan.
Yeah, they had a really a lot of trouble getting the ball and down low to their bigs, especially Austin Davis. A lot of turnovers created off those in passes coming into the big down low on the block. Got to clean that up in the second half.
Yeah, as we expected. On the floor so far for the Wolverines, you got Smith, Brooks, Livers, Wagner, and Austin Davis. So your typical starting 5 in there for the Wolverines. Starting off in the second half here, Oakland will have the ball, again with a 2-point lead. Some good performances so far from freshmen from Oxford, Trey Townsend, and Oladipo there for the Oakland Grizzlies. Start off here on the left wing. We got an early whistle. Looks like there is a clock problem. Yep, the shot clock has not started yet. You got 19:54 on the clock here on the game clock with only 30 seconds on the shot clock. So shot clock didn't have a problem. We're going to reset that. Again, coming out in the second half, you want to see Michigan take advantage of that height advantage that they do have. They didn't do it well in the first half. Let's see if they can do it in the second half.
Yeah, it'd be really interesting to see if they clean up their down low play.
Yeah, Michigan coming out with a 2-3 zone. You got Moore at the top in the left wing, passes it up to the point. Swings it over the right wing there to Parrish. Parrish to the corner to Townsend. Townsend up to the top, 3-point attempted, and no good. Mike Smith with the rebound, coming up quickly. Looks over, you guys. Isaiah Livers a slide. He's got Brooks in the corner for 3. He misses. Rebound out to Moore. Moore coming down the floor in a 2-on-2 situation. Over Franz Wagner, and he misses. Loose ball. Smith with the rebound. Smith bringing up the court. Open lane to the basket. He tries it 2. Reverse lip, and it's good.
That was a nice, really good layup by Mike Smith there. Really nice layup.
Yeah, we know Mike Smith has really, really good ball skills and a good ability to drive to the paint. Nice little reverse layup there as Michigan comes back in the 2-3 zone. More up at the top.
This is really interesting. I think they're exploiting Oakland's lack of free-point shooting ability.
Young with the miss from 3. Smith with the rebound out quickly. Livers at the right wing for 3, and he got it.
Nice free by Livers there. Nice pass by Mike Smith.
Yeah, quick start for the Wolverines coming in the half, down 2 points. Livers gets a 3. Smith has a nice reverse layup, and that's a good first minute and 15 seconds for the Wolverines as they take a 36-33 lead.
Yeah, it's really interesting that they're employing 2-free zone here. Obviously, they know about Oakland's struggles for free-point, trying to force them to jack up some free-point shots, even though they're not really great at that.
Yeah, you can just tell there is a clear advantage in the athleticism department by the Wolverines. Guys like Franz Wagner, Isaiah Livers, people coming out here with a length advantage and a size advantage. They should win the rebounding game, but also be able to extend the floor and play a faster pace offense.
Yeah, they should be dominating on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Again, Michigan with a 36-33 point lead. A big 3 there from Isaiah Livers. Gets them 2 of 3 from the floor. And behind the arc, has 9 points for the Wolverines so far. Again, it looks like we have a 30-second timeout called here by Oakland. We are at a break. Again, Michigan with a 36-33 victory.
Lead.
All right, yeah, the game's not over yet. We still got 18 minutes and 47 seconds, 36-33 point lead here for the Wolverines. Again, this is an Oakland team that started off the year 0-3. When you walk away from this game, obviously we have a whole second half left to be played.
Yeah.
But if you're leaving this game, no matter what the outcome ends up being, you're happy if you were an Oakland coaching staff based off the performance that you had in the first half.
Yeah, based off the expectations of this for this team, especially with how they went, what they had to deal with COVID earlier.
Yeah, they had a lot of coronavirus problems. You said that they couldn't practice up until a couple weeks leading into the season.
Yeah.
So when they went into that tournament against Xavier, you said the head coach expected them to come out 0-3 and finish the rest of the non-conference 0-7. Not great expectations set there for the head coach of Oakland. But, again, like we just said, the first half of this game, they performed pretty well.
Yeah, they've done a really good job. A big difference is they're playing a lot more man-to-man. Like in the first game against Xavier, Oakland employed a 2 free zone, which allowed for Xavier to utilize its height advantage because players didn't know who to box out. They weren't communicating on that part.
Yeah, and I can understand with the Michigan decision going to a 2-3 zone. Again, with Oakland having a lot of quick guards. Again, we didn't talk about the height. We talked about the height a lot. They don't have a lot of, I guess, necessary half-court skills. So they're going to try to extend the court a little bit, play quicker, and try to get into the paint. That makes sense why Michigan moves into that 2-3 zone.
Yeah, I don't think Oakland prepared for a 2 free zone by Michigan because it has not been shown by Juwan a lot. So it's really interesting. You see Juwan employ it. It's really good strategy, especially with this Oakland basketball team struggles from three-point.
Yeah. Now it looks like Michigan is going to fall back into that man-to-man defensive scheme here for the Wolverines.
I think they're still
nope, actually, yeah, they started out going here with the man-to-man, falling back in the 2-3 zone. Again, with Davis in the middle, you got Wagner at the low block, you got Livers at the low block, and you got Smith and Brooks up at the top of the key. I guess you have a lot of length at that block position at the lower part of the 2-3 zone as they fall back into man-to-man coverage. Oakland at the left wing, flips it over to Moore. Moore at the top of the key, guarded by Mike Smith. Ball screen here from Moore. Moore goes to the left. Nothing happening here. Moore tish off top of the key for 3, and Oakland hits it.
Bad defense rotation right there. Got to communicate better on that.
36 Wolverines. Mike Smith bringing the ball up. Swings it over to Isaiah Livers on the right wing. Back to Smith. Smith and Brooks back at the top key. Smith over on the left wing. Austin Davis flashing in the middle. We got alley-oop attempt here to Livers, and it's stolen by Oakland.
It's really interesting. Oakland's employing a 2 free zone now, too, on the other side.
Oakland bringing the ball up, has the ball on the left wing. Pass over, stolen by Franz Wagner.
Nice steal by Franz there. Gets it to Mike Smith.
Smith bringing up the court at the top of the key. Switches over to Franz. Franz to Brooks. Brooks on the left wing for 3, and he misses.
Okay,
offensive rebound, Austin Davis. He misses.
Oh my God. Gotta make that.
Rebound out by Moore. Back to the left wing. Going down the court here for Oakland.
Davis just has to make that. He has a 4-inch height advantage, and he's right next to the rim.
Yeah, wide open attempt there at the block. Almost sort of a miss of a bunny there for Davis.
They have Franz on Moore, which is really interesting.
Top of the key for Oakland. Rashad Williams dishes over to Trey Townsend.
Honestly, Trey Townsend for Oakland has a mobility advantage over Davis, so it'd be interesting to see if they pull him out to the perimeter, see if they can get some drives on Austin Davis.
Absolutely. Corner 3 good there for Oakland, 39-36. Michigan down on their half of the floor. It gives it to Franz in the corner. Franz for 3, and he misses. Rebound out to Moore.
Franz has really struggled from free this year. He was 0 for 4 in a Bowling Green game. So
He had a lot of problems last year with the three-point shot. Said that was a key point coming here, trying to get better into this season. So far, like you said, has not shot well here for the Wolverines. Again, we got 14 seconds on the play clock here for Oakland. Moore at the top of the key, guarded by Eli Brooks. Little shiver shake, pull up, jump shot, and he misses. Franz with the rebound. Outlet off to Smith. Smith up the court, right side of the court, from right to left, passes over to Franz Wagner. Franz goes in the lane, drives, and we got a charge here for the Wolverines. Trey Townsend taking the charge there for Oakland.
He should have probably passed out to Eli on the corner.
Yeah, it looked like he had Eli Brooks wide open at left corner, decided to take it to the lane, and Trey Townsend was right there with that great defensive positioning and draws the charge. Again, Oakland still coming out. Quick start for the Wolverines. We had that really nice Mike Smith layup and that really nice 3 there from Isaiah Livers, but after that, Wolverines have not scored a point, and Oakland Grizzlies have taken a 39-36 lead over the Wolverines.
Honestly, I think they should go back to that 2 free zone. They found a lot of success with that. Man-to-man, you're allowing Oakland with their smaller, agile guys to drive to the basket. 2 free, you would force them take more perimeter shots, which they really are not good at.
Townsend with the ball, the top of the key for Oakland. Switches it off to Moore. Off ball screen there for Kanugu. For three for Livers,
block.
and it is blocked by Franz Wagner. Moore pulls up from three. Franz
Nice
contested
block.
again, and it is missed. Brandon Johns with the rebound. Eli Brooks leading the charge for the Wolverines. Comes up, looks as he got Smith wide open for three. Gives it to Smith. Smith shoots, and he misses again for the Wolverines. Another missed three-point attempt there for Michigan. 1 of 4 starting off this second half from behind the arc there for the Wolverines.
Yeah, they've been struggling for free-point this half.
Yeah. Moore with the ball here for Oakland. Shot over the left wing to Townsend, the top of the key. Hands it back off to Moore. Moore guarded by Franz Wagner at the left wing. Little stutter step, gives it off to the corner. Corner three, and it's no good, but it is a foul on Isaiah Livers. 3 free throws coming up for the Oakland Grizzlies.
Isaiah, just got to put your hands up, man. They've not been hitting free-point shots all game, all season. Just got to do that. You can't bail them out like that.
Yeah, foul on Isaiah Livers. Smith shooting there for the Oakland basketball squad, getting 3 free throws with a 3-point lead. Again, not an ideal situation for the Wolverines, being down 3 points to a team that is 0-3. Again, that is the 3rd foul on Isaiah Livers. So do not be surprised if Isaiah Livers leaves the floor, goes on the bench. Curious to see who comes off. Brandon Johns did enter the ball game right now on the floor for the Wolverines. Yeah, Livers, Smith, Wagner, Johns Jr., and Brooks.
I think, honestly, at this point, you need a slasher/driver, so Sean D. Brown probably should get another opportunity if I was Juwan. You need someone creating some offense. There a lot standing around, not a lot of movement, not a lot of ball movement.
Yeah, again, Shawnee Brown was really the highlight of the first game for the Wolverines against Bowling Green on Wednesday, day before Thanksgiving. Came out in that game and looked really, really good for the Wolverines. Shot very well from 3. In this game, he really has not had much of an impact. Shooting 1 of 6 from the floor, only has 3 points, did hit a 3. But in comparison to what he did on Wednesday, Brown had a really, really nice game. Left that game with 19 points, shot 5 of 7 from 3, 6 of 8 from the floor. In this game, he's had far less impact for the Wolverines.
Other thing that's really interesting is all of his shot attempts have come past the perimeter. All 6 shots in this game have been 3-point attempts.
Yeah, and it really coming in for Brown coming into Michigan, he wasn't exactly known as a great scorer. He had a solid foundation for a jump shot, but what he was going to make his impact in the Michigan was going to be his physicality. A lot of people compared him like a Glenn Robinson type of guy, a really good leaper, his ability to get to the basket, very strong, very good defensive perimeter skills. But he came out in that first game and kind of raised those expectations for his offensive game. Again, like I said, left that game with 19 points, converted on 5 of 7 3-point attempts. But again, if you're Juwan Howard, you're not expecting that type of offensive performance from him every day.
Honestly, when I look at Sean D. Brown, he reminds me a lot of Marcus Smart from the Celtics in the NBA. He's not the greatest free-point shooter. He isn't going to light you up every night. But he
really gritty.
He's really gritty. He can drive. He can score. He can pull up from mid-range. That's his game. That was what he was brought to Michigan to do. That he wasn't brought for his free-point shot.
Yeah, and he had a lot of run at Wake Forest. Started over 50 games. Obviously, once Wake Forest let go of their coach, he was granted that transfer and got immediate eligibility. Now he's playing here for the Wolverines. Coming into the second half, 15-28 left on the game. Oakland's got a 39-36 lead over the Wolverines. On the floor right now for Michigan, we got Smith, Brooks, Wagner, Livers, and Brandon Johns. Not the biggest lineup, but again, in a game like this where Oakland doesn't have much size, you got to kind of even it out in the speed game.
Yeah, they're going smaller to become more agile on defense so they can keep their men in front of them.
Got correction, it was Parrish who got fouled, shooting 3 free throws, misses the first. Again, Parrish on this game, 2 for 2. Both of his buckets, 6 points coming behind the arc. Again, a guy who's been very dynamic, a good shooter, nice little lefty stroke there as his second free throw does fall for Parrish. Got a 40-36 ball game as Parrish is now going to attempt that 3rd free throw. Again, nobody in the paint getting that rebound for Oakland as he converts on the 3rd free throw. 2 of 3 there for Parrish. But nobody in the paint there for Oakland trying to get an offensive rebound. I guess you really don't need it when Parrish converts the last free throw.
Yeah, honestly, Oakland is on an 8-0 run right now with for the last 3 minutes and a half. Nice.
Yeah, Brandon Johns on the left block. Nice little spin move on the left block corner. Gets a foul called on Trey Townsend. Brandon Johns will be going to the line for 2. That is Trey Townsend's first foul of the game. Again, Trey Townsend, the freshman from Oxford, Michigan, coached by my uncle, Steve Laidlaw. You know, Oxford's been a program that's really turned around, been done a very, very nice job the last couple of years. You know, Trey Townsend, he has a little brother, too, that I can't recall. His little brother is a really, really good ball player, too, a really, really good shooter. And Trey, as a redshirt, as a true freshman, coming into his second game, getting a starting job. Brandon Johns did make the first free throw and follows up with the second free throw, also is good. 37-41 here, or 38-41, Oakland lead. Michigan coming out with a 3/4 court diamond press, falling back into man-to-man. A little pressure there from the Wolverines on the defensive side of the ball. But again, Jalen Moore coming out the top of the key, has the ball over half court. 17 seconds left on the play clock. Moore swings to the corner. He's got Franz Wagner down in the paint, kicks it out. Back to Moore. Moore guarded by Mike Smith here. 5 seconds on the play clock. He's going to throw something up. Step back 3 from Moore, and it is good.
That's a nice shot right there by Moore.
Nice little step back there from Jalen Moore. He's been a really effective ball player for Oakland so far. That is his 9th point of the game. 6-point lead here by Oakland.
Last year, he was in JUCO, and he was a third-team All-American for his team last year, Jalen Moore.
Loose ball here from Smith. Throws up to throws up to Livers. Gets tipped away, and looks like there's going to be a foul called on Oakland. Not exactly sure who was charged with a foul call. Looks like it's going to be number 15, Kevin Kangu. Nope, actually, correction. It's Michael Parrish that gets the foul called. Micah Parrish called there for Oakland. That is 2 team fouls for both Michigan and Oakland. Livers for 3 from the corner,
nice.
And he hits it.
Nice 3-point shot there by Isaiah. Wide open in the corner. Bad defense by Oakland.
Yeah, right out of the out-of-bounds play. Gives it right over to Livers on the corner. He buries a nice-looking 3 here as Oakland brings the ball up. More at the point. Again, dish it off to Townsend. Townsend at the top of the key. Couple off-ball screens. Again, Townsend keeps it driving in the lane on Brandon Johns. Brandon Johns, good defense. Townsend forced to kick it out. Gives it back out to Moore. Moore guarded by Wagner. Takes the lane. And Moore, nice little spin move. It gets the bucket. Nice little bucket there from Jalen Moore. Really, really showing those skills both inside and outside. Gets another bucket there for Oakland. 5-point lead.
Oakland's in a 2-free zone.
Smith left key, shoots for 3. He misses. Rebound by Townsend. Outlet up to Moore. Moore going down the court. Again, Moore guarded by Livers. Taken to the basket. Good help defense there by Brandon Johns. Forced to kick it out. Top of the key here for Oakland. Drives to the lane, dish off to Trey Townsend, and Trey Townsend looks like it is fouled by Mike Smith. Really, really out of position play there for the Wolverines. Mike Smith fouled himself on Trey Townsend, and Townsend took that shot to the lane. Yep, they do charge that foul to Mike Smith. That is Smith's 3rd foul in the game as well. So a couple players of foul trouble for the Wolverines. Smith with 3, Livers with 3, still both on the court. That is the 3rd team foul here for the Wolverines. Townsend to the line. Townsend converts on the first free throw, giving it a 47-41 lead here for Oakland. You know, we talked about it earlier, Zach, coming out of the first half, Michigan looked really, really good. You know, a couple quick buckets, took that 2-point lead, made it a 3-point lead. Since then, Oakland has pretty much dominated the second half.
Honestly, when they switched away from that 2-free zone, Michigan, that really opened it up again for Oakland because they're just quicker on offense at this point.
Absolutely. Townsend misses his second free throw. Michigan comes down. Franz Wagner at the top of the key. Delivers it off to Livers on the left wing. Back to Franz. Franz drives it to the lane. Gets a foul called on Trey Townsend. 2 free throws coming up for Franz Wagner. Third foul committed by Trey Townsend. Again, we have 3 players with 3 fouls. 1 for Oakland and Townsend. 2 for Michigan with Smith and Livers. I guess with 13 minutes to go, that's not that much of a concern. If you get to that 4 foul territory, then you have to put him on the bench. With 3 fouls, you can work with that. Franz Wagner converts on the first free throw. Franz's 3rd point of the game. Again, not the performance you want to see from Franz Wagner. Going into this year, he was easily the most anticipated player for the Wolverines. So far, hasn't had a great performance, although he does hit that second free throw.
Yeah, this offseason they were raving about Franz and his development, especially in the weight room.
Yeah, I mean, too, he did gain 20 pounds of weight. Does look a lot bigger this year than he did last year.
Yeah.
Alley-oop attempt here from Moore. and it sails away out of bounds. Turnover there committed. Moore looking to drop it off to Oladipo. Does not get it in. Turnover committed there by Oakland.
Not the smartest there.
Yeah, you can tell the Oakland coach is not very happy with that decision. Immediately started yelling at Moore. Again, Isaiah Livers is right on his back. That was a really tough play. Brooks at the point guard. Chande Brown did check in here for the Wolverines. Got Brooks on the right wing. Dishes off to Franz on the top of the key. Key to Brown in the corner. Brown misses the 3 attempt.
He's 1 for 7 from free tonight.
Brooks back to 3. Kicks out to Livers in the corner. Livers for 3 and rims in and out. Another miss there for the Wolverines.
You got to hit on those threes, especially when Oakland's playing this 2-free zone. That's what you have. You got to make those.
Wide open attempt there for Michigan as Moore comes down to the paint, drops it off. Franz Wagner tips it away. Oakland still remains possession of the ball. 12-17 left, 47-43 Oakland. Thank you again for tuning into WCBN Sports FN Ann Arbor. We really do appreciate you guys sticking around for the technical difficulties, and I guess we are just really glad to bring this basketball game to you guys.
Yeah, we are. Honestly, I've been really impressed by Jalen Moore of Oakland. He's looking much more comfortable than he did against Xavier his first game.
Yeah. Right wing here for Oakland. Dips it off to the paint.
Nice
and bucket. Nice block there by Isaiah Livers. Swinging it back out to Franz Wagner. 2-on-1 fast break. Franz brings it up.
Oh, boy.
Tough play there, and they're calling a charge on Franz Wagner. Don't know if I necessarily agree with that call. Rashad Williams gets the charge call on Franz Wagner. I don't know if I agree with that call. It did not look like to me that Rashad was set, but nonetheless, Franz Wagner called with the charge call.
Honestly, it kind of looked like it could have be called as a traveling by Franz there.
Yeah, it was a 2-on-1, almost a 2-on-2 fast break. It was one of those situations where Franz is kind of in that in-between position. He kind of left his feet, didn't know if he wanted to pass or go up with a shot. And, obviously when that happens, you get put into tough situations. Rashad Williams was, according to the refs, in position. He gets a charge call. That is the second personal foul committed on Franz Wagner. Yeah, so still 47-43. Oakland with the lead on the Michigan Wolverines with 11:56 left to play. 12 minutes left here, Zach. What are some of the things that you're looking for Michigan to improve on if they want to get this win?
They got to improve on their free-point shooting. That's the first thing. Oakland is giving them that free-point shot. They're daring them to shoot with the 2-free zone defense. That's what that defense is meant to give up free-point shots.
Yeah.
Nothing inside, no mid-range, no layups. So it'll be really interesting to see how Michigan counteracts that. I think they should honestly go back to the 2-free zone. They had a lot of success with that at the beginning of this half. Oakland is not a great free-point shooting team. Be a nice way to get back in this, claw your way back in this game. It's still a 4-point game, but you guys really, when you're a 31-point favorite, it should not be.
You got to make things happen, right?
Yeah, you can't be expecting to come in here and Oakland roll over and let you do whatever you want to them. But
yeah. Absolutely. Like you said, you talked about the 3-point problems here for the Wolverines. Michigan right now is shooting at a 30% clip, 6 of 20 from the field. Again, it seems like they're 1 of 7, 1 of 8 from 3 in the second half. They've had a lot of open opportunities, just has not converted yet.
Yeah, honestly, Shaundi Brown has had 7 attempts from free, and he's made 1. That's not, you can't be doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. You're totally right. And again, in a situation where Shaundi Brown looked really, really good against Bowling Green, a Bowling Green team that, yes, maybe they probably can't compete in the Big Ten, but they are projected to win the MAC. They were a team last year. They have a player highly regarded as a first round potential player going to the NBA next year, and Michigan pretty handsomely won that game. Again, the spread was at 14. They hit the exact spread at 14. Coming out in this game, though, Shaundi Brown and the rest of the team has not necessarily looked great.
Kind of looks like they're sleepwalking out there, not really prepared for this game, honestly.
Yeah. Might be that Thanksgiving hangover there. Might got a little more turkey in their belly still.
Yeah.
Working out here. They got 12 minutes to work that stuff out. 47-43. Again, on the floor right now, Shaundi Brown does check in, followed with Eli Brooks, Mike Smith, Brandon Johns Jr., and Isaiah Livers.
Michigan's pressing right now, full court.
Oakland does get the ball into Moore. Michigan falls back into that half-court man-to-man defense. Moore guarded by Eli Brooks. Ball screen here by number 11. Kicks it out here to Moore, he drives to the lane and draws a foul on Eli Brooks. A nice little ball screen there. Moore didn't want to hand it off, takes it to the lane all by himself and draws the foul on Eli Brooks. Michigan's 5th team foul of the half. Eli Brooks' 2nd foul of the game.
You could see that Oakland's trying to get Mike Smith on Moore defensively, trying to get ISO on him. Michigan's trying to counteract that with Eli Brooks guarding Moore. They're arguably their best perimeter defender.
Yeah, but Jalen Moore, I got to say, I'm really impressed with this game so far. 11 points here, 3 of 13 from the floor, but he's had a really good job of getting the free throw line. 5 free throw attempts. This is his 6th. He makes the first and makes the second. That is his 13th point against a good Big Ten basketball team in the Michigan Wolverines. Jalen Moore is looking like he's got a lot of talent.
Yeah, Oakland's winning by 6 right now.
Eli Brooks on the left wing. Goes up the key, kicks it over, delivers on it, gives it down to Johns. Johns in the paint. Nice little turnaround, little hook shot there for Eli Brooks. Looks like we got a
timeout.
Looks like Michigan got a bucket, fouled by a time. Not exactly. There was a whistle that stopped the game. It could be a bench warning here for Oakland as the referee is talking to the bench. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there. Regardless, Michigan cuts the lead to 4, coming back in that full court press. Hunter Dickinson and Terrence Williams do check into the ball game. Taking out Isaiah Livers and Brandon Johns Jr. Moore bringing the ball up, guarded by Eli Brooks. Double screen. Moore on the right wing, drives to the lane. Got Terrence Williams, step back 2, and it is good.
You can see that Oakland's trying to get Jalen Moore on Michigan's bigger player / worst defenders.
Trying to get that switch, absolutely.
Trying to get that ISO.
Absolutely. Jalen Moore has done a fine job. Terrence Williams on the left wing drops it down to Dickinson, and Dickinson slams it home for the Wolverines.
Nice play there. You got the size advantage. You got to get into Dickinson, who's 7'1", and their tallest man on the court right now is 6'7" for Oakland, so you got to get it into him.
Clear height advantage there for Hunter Dickinson. Moore on the right wing, steps back over Williams for 3, and he misses. Rebounded by Eli Brooks. Moore, that was sort of a heat check there from Jalen Moore.
Yeah, it was.
Dickinson down in the paint. Draws the foul on it. Looks like it's going to be Jalen Moore.
Nice play there by Dickinson at the down low, drawing the foul on Jalen Moore.
Yeah, Jalen Moore's 3rd foul of the game. 4th team foul committed there by Oakland. Hunter Dickinson going to the line for 2. You know, Hunter Dickinson, the guy coming into his freshman year at Michigan, obviously the top 40 recruit, really high prestigious recruit, showed abilities to shoot the ball as he makes the first free throw. He's got that nice little smooth left-handed jumper that really Juwan Howard and the coaching staff can work and hopefully maybe can develop later on in his tenure at Michigan, a 3-point jumper.
I think they have been working on that. It's just like at this game, when you got that size advantage, you kind of want to
absolutely. As Dickinson does convert that second free throw. We actually did see Hunter try a 3-point shot against Bowling Green. He did miss, but even he's got that confidence to shoot the ball. You know he can do it. 2-point game here, 49-51. Oakland taking the ball down the court. Moore guarded on the left wing by Eli Brooks. We got a ball screen coming up. Moore doesn't want it. He wants an ISO on the left wing.
Michigan's doubling Jalen right now, having a shadow defender on him.
Zion Young for 3, and he hits it from the right corner over Sean D. Brown, giving that a 5-point lead here for Oakland. Big shot there from the other transfer on this Oakland ball club, Zion Young. Terrence Williams on the left wing for the Wolverines, guarded by Jalen Young. Back to that 2-3 zone is Oakland. Eli Brooks in the right corner. Drives down in the lane, kicks it out to Terrence Williams. Jump stop, goes over the shot. It gets fouled.
Nice attempt there to get the foul, draw the foul on Oakland.
Yeah, nice little jump stop there from Terrence Williams. Gets the foul on Blake Lampman. That is his first foul of the day. Again, 5 fouls, both committed in this half by Oakland and Michigan. 2 more fouls and both teams will be in the shooting bonus. As Terrence Williams goes to line, another guy that's got a promising jumper. It could turn into a real good shooter for the Wolverines is freshman Terrence Williams. Rattles out the first free throw. No good there from Terrence Williams, 0 for 1 so far. With 9:50 left in the game, Oakland does have a 5-point lead. Terrence Williams back to the stripe. Ball's hand, takes a couple dribbles, looks at the rim, fires, and he makes it. 54-50, Oakland with the lead. Jalen Moore, again, really has not came off the bench at all in the second half, bringing the ball back up. Double screen coming on the left side from Parrish and Trey Townsend. Kicks it off the corner to Lampman. Lampman
Nice
for three,
block.
and blocked by Sean D. Brown. Quick turnaround here for the Wolverines. Smith up the top of the key. Stopped by this tough Oakland defense. Brooklyn's on the Brooks to the right key. Gives it down to Terrence Williams. And one. Terrence Williams with the bucket.
Nice feed there by Dickinson down low to Williams.
Yeah, nice, great play there from Eli Brooks. Dropped it off the short corner to Hunter Dickinson. Then we saw Hunter Dickinson with a real nice bounce pass to Terrence Williams, and he gets that bucket and a foul. Going to the strike for the old-fashioned three-point play is Terrence Williams. Again, Terrence takes a couple dribbles, looks at the rim, fires that free throw, and again misses. 1 of 3 from the line in the last minute is Terrence Williams. 2-point play, or 2-point lead Oakland has over the Wolverines. Michigan falling back into that 2-3 zone.
That's honestly probably the best move at this point.
Yeah, a lot of size in the ball game for the Wolverines. Shawnee Brown is on the left wing with Eli Brooks down. Townsend takes it to the basket over the 7-footer. Hunter Dickinson. Trey Townsend gets a bucket from 6'6" over to the 7-footer Dickinson. Great play there by Trey Townsend.
He just got around him with his agility there.
Yeah, nice little left-handed baby hook. Gets a bucket here for Oakland. Shawnee Brown, 2-3 zone from Oakland. Gives off Smith in the corner. Brooks does. Smith down the low corner. Gives up to Brown in the left wing for 3, and he misses. Great positioning by Hunter Dickinson.
Nice.
Gets a tip in and the foul. 2 points and the free throw coming here from Hunter Dickinson. Again, Michigan with another chance for an old-fashioned three-point play. Hunter Dickinson just had absolute great position to get that offensive rebound, using that 7-foot advantage. Gets the tip in and the foul for Michigan.
Yeah, honestly, at this point, the freshmen for Michigan have been leaned on a lot.
Which for me is good to see. I like to see this really highly touted as Hunter Dickinson makes a free throw, bring this to a 1-point game. I like to see these highly touted freshmen get an opportunity to play in really clutch moments.
Yeah, it's really strange, though, especially with the experience Shawnee Brown and Mike Smith have playing in big-time games.
Yeah, Young tries for 3, misses it. Rebound by Hunter Dickinson. Quick turnaround here, Smith. Give it to Brooks in the corner. Back out to Smith on the right wing. Back to Brooks in the corner. Brooks swings it back out to Mike Smith. Brooks to Smith. Brooks to Smith. Brooks to Smith. Back to Brooks. Smith out the top of the key. Dumps it down to Hunter Dickinson at the left block, and Hunter Dickinson just barrels his way down to the paint and gets a bucket over Trey Townsend. Big bucket there for Hunter Dickinson, giving Michigan the first lead since the 19-point mark in the second half. 57-56 Michigan. Trey Townsend on the corner for Oakland. Swings it out to number 15, Kanugu. Back out to Young on the right corner. Again, not much going on. 4 seconds left in the play clock here. And Shawnee Brown strips it away, but out of bounds on Shawnee Brown. It looked like Kangu was driving down to the right block, and Shawnee just strips it away. Really, really good defensive play. Out of bounds on Michigan. We're going into the under 8 media timeout with 3 seconds on the play clock. 7:32 left in the game. 57-56 lead for the Wolverines.
Honestly, Juwan going back to the 2-3 zone defense has been the difference in this game so far, with the game back the lead for Michigan. Dickinson's been playing some big minutes here, giving some baskets for the Wolverines, giving that size advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you're right there, Zach. There's a lot of freshmen getting a lot of time in this ball game. On the floor right now, you have freshman Hunter Dickinson and freshman Terrence Williams. You do have some veterans on the court, Mike Smith, Eli Brooks, and Shawnee Brown. But you are trusting, Juwan Howard is trusting a lot of time delegated out to his freshmen.
Yeah, honestly, like, they've been the offense this game. Smith and Shawnee Brown have been really struggling from the field. Shawnee Brown has attempted 8 3-pointers, but it's only made 1.
Yeah.
And Smith has not made a 3-pointer yet.
Yeah, and like you said, Shawnee Brown, all 8 attempts coming from behind the arc, has only converted 1 of them. But in the last couple minutes, you've really felt the presence of Shawnee Brown on the defensive side of the ball. Had that big block over Trey Townsend, and then strips away Kangu again on that right block. Just really, really good. Again, pressure, perimeter defense by Shawnee Brown. What he came in to do well here for the Michigan Wolverines. Then coming out of the media under 8 timeout, Wolverines finally regained the lead, 57-56. as Oakland will take the ball with only 3 seconds left in the play clock. On the floor for Oakland, you got Young, Parrish, Townsend, Kangoo, and Moore. Correction, it looks like Rashad Williams has checked in the game. Not exactly sure who he kicked off, but Rashad Williams, the quick 6'2" guard from Detroit, Michigan, the junior. As we talked about earlier, Zach, there is a lot of freshmen on this team for Oakland, a very unexperienced team. You're seeing guys like Trey Townsend, true freshman, get a lot of run.
In general, there's still a lot of newcomers. Jalen Moore, he's a transfer from JUCO. He was first-team All-American for JUCO. They were really excited about him coming in. He's showing why they're so excited about him.
Yeah, he's played absolutely phenomenal so far for Oakland. 15 points. Now we got the lineups in for Oakland. You got Young, Williams, Oladipo, Townsend, and Moore. You got Dixon, Williams, Smith, Brown, and Brooks in for the Wolverines. Quick off to Young for 3, and he hits the fader right over Sean D. Brown. 3 seconds on the play clock. They had to dip it off to someone real quick, and Young makes that nice 3 over Brown.
That's a really massive free for Oakland right there.
Yeah, huge play. Takes a 2-point lead. Now on the Michigan side of the floor, you got Smith at the top of the key. Again, you got this 2-3 zone played by Oakland. Brooks, nice pass off to Williams, but Williams loses the ball. Turnover, Michigan.
Got to pass it to Dickinson there. Dickinson was open.
Yeah, I'm very interested to see why Livers has not been on the floor. Only has 3 fouls. You think Livers would be getting more run, but you're seeing a lot of time on the floor for Terrence Williams. Again, Franz Wagner also not on the floor for the Wolverines. Young on the right wing for 3, and he misses. Rattles in and out. Rebound, Brown. Brown to Smith. Quickly down the court. Smith gets a charge called against him. Not exactly sure if Moore's feet were set, but pretty aggressive there by Smith, and the charge is called against him.
I think we got Juwan. I think is going to probably be turning to Zeb here in a little bit. Turn to
Smith's 4th foul of the game.
Probably allow Brooks to run the offense. Oh, nope, he's turning to Isaiah, so that's probably
Isaiah Livers does check into the game. Mike Smith goes to the bench again with 4 fouls. On the floor right now, we got some length here for the Wolverines. You got Brooks at the 1, Brown at the 2, Williams at the 3, Livers at the 4, and Dickinson at the 5. Playing in that 2-3 zone. Nope, they fall back to man-to-man.
This is a really big lineup, so I would hope that Howard would go to a 2-3 zone here.
As Moore drives down, passes it off, and Dickinson steals it. Quick turnaround here for Wolverines. Eli Brooks goes down, passes down to Brown. Really nice pass outlet, and Brown converts. 59-59 game. Eli Brooks makes that defender step out to him and drops it right off to Sean D. Brown for the big bucket for the Wolverines. 59-59.
That's what Sean D. Brown was brought here to do. Cut in, get down low, bring some tenacity to this offense.
Again, we get a moving screen called here on Oladipo there for Oakland. 59-59, the Wolverines got the ball. 8th team foul on Oakland. Michigan will not get free throws since it was an offensive foul. But 8 team fouls there for Oakland. Michigan is now in the bonus. And Michigan has 16 fouls. Now Oakland is in the bonus. So both teams with 6 minutes left, 59-59, are in the bonus. Again, Terrence Williams still on the floor here for Michigan. As Brooks gives it off to Livers, who goes to the top of the key. Ball screen coming from Dickinson, swings it out to Terrence Williams. Williams back in the top of the key, swings to Brown on the left wing. Ball screen by Dickinson. Brown swings it over to Isaiah Livers. Terrence at the top of the key, over to the elbow. Back down to Dixon in the low post, and he scores. Hunter Dickinson with the big bucket.
Nice read there of the 2-3 zone. You got to get it down to the big man who towers over everyone in Oakland. So
yeah, really nice ball movement for Michigan. Converts with a big bucket. Moore on the turnaround here. Double ball screen at the top of the key. Moore guarded by Terrence Williams. A clear speed advantage as Moore gets right by him. And we get a blocking foul called on Terrence Williams. Clear disadvantage, clear mismatch. Moore guarded on by Williams.
Honestly, when you're playing this huge lineup, you don't have the agility. You got to go to a 2-3 zone, especially with a team that struggles from three-point like Oakland. Yeah. So it's been surprising that Juwan hasn't gone back to that.
Yeah, that 2-3 zone worked really, really well for the Wolverines early on in the game. And we just haven't seen them, I guess, try it since that big run they had early in the first half or second half.
They've tried it later on. That's how they regained the lead, was playing that 2-3 zone again.
Again, I agree. I mean, Jalen Moore has been a huge factor for this Oakland team. 15 points as Trey Townsend has 4 fouls now there for Oakland.
His line might not be impressive for Jalen Moore, especially shooting 4 for 15 from the field.
Yeah. But again, the
huge impact
Yeah,
on this
the
game.
big key factor is Moore getting to the free throw line. Has converted 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Again, but he's been really, really good at getting to the lane. And like you said, if you have that 2-3 zone, that takes away that dynamic of his offense. You're not going to see Moore really drive that paint over a 7-1 Dickinson.
Yeah, you can't really. You got the 2-free zone. If you're on offense, you have to attack it by passing or the 3-point shot. So it really takes away Jalen Moore's driving ability. So it's really would be beneficial to Michigan, especially if they're playing that huge lineup with 2 power forwards, really with Isaiah Livers and Williams.
And really, I mean, Shawnee Brown is a really big wing here for the Wolverines. I mean, Brown comes in, again, he's not a short guy. Trying to find him on the roster here. Shawnee Brown, 6'5", 6'6". Again, a lengthy wing here for the Wolverines.
But he has the agility to play the 2-guard position.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a nice thing about Brown. Bringing him in, he can guard 2 through 4. I really do believe that. His athleticism makes him capable of guarding that 2 or 3 spot, and his strength and his intelligence defensively can make him guard that 4 spot, or gives him the possibility to guard that 4 spot.
Yeah. But for like Livers and Williams, they're not the most agile guys, so they kind of
especially Williams.
The free is going to have an advantage over them on offense for Oakland. Whoever plays that, whoever has them guarding,
absolutely,
they will have a speed advantage, agility advantage. So that's why the 2-free zone, especially if you have. Imagine they got pretty long wingspans too, so
absolutely,
it would clog up the passing lanes too with that 2-free zone.
Yep, as we are looking with 5:26 left to go in this ball game at the empty Chrysler Arena. It is a 61-59 point game right now. Michigan having the lead. Again, looking to go 2-0 on this season. You know, we saw some really nice performances in the Big Ten last night. We saw a Michigan State team look really, really, really good against a Notre Dame team. Again, Sparty coming off 3 straight Big Ten championships. I would not be surprised to come away with the 4th. That team looked really, really good last night. So if you're Michigan, knowing you got to play teams like Iowa, who Luka Garza is going absolute off so far this season. Illinois, who brought back, Kofi Coburn. You got Ios there at the point. That's a really, really good team there in Illinois. Wisconsin, a top 5 team in the country right now. If Michigan wants to compete in the Big Ten, they're going to have to play a heck of a lot better than the way they are right now.
They will definitely have to. Illinois also brought in a stellar recruiting class. Adam Miller, he's been showing up for Illini. They were taken to the brink against Ohio, though, which was surprising to me the other night.
What's that?
Illinois was taken to the brink.
Yeah. I mean,
Ohio
they actually had
University.
They were down with about 2 minutes left in the game against Ohio, correct?
Yeah.
And ended up pulling out a 4-point lead. Looks like there was a technical foul on the Wolverines. If we can get a check on that as Morris shoots a free throw. Personal foul on Williams, first foul of the game. It looks like we have a technical attempt here as Moore hits 2 free throws, making it a 61-61 game. Actually, it looks like we have a double. Not exactly sure what's going on here, but Terrence Williams will be getting 2 free throws, maybe a double technical situation. Terrence Williams now will get his 2 free throws on the other side of the court. First free throw rattles in and out. Terrence Williams so far 1 of 4 from the free throw stripe.
Free throw shooting really is about confidence. You got to keep your head in there. He's looking not so confident. He's got to keep your head in it. You got to believe you're going to make it to make them.
But he misses that second stripe, goes 0 for 2. I think we had a double technical situation, caused Moore to get 2 free throws. He hits both of his, but Terrence Williams misses both of those, leaving it both of his, leaving it a 61-61 game with 5:26 left.
I imagine it was probably a double technical on Williams and Moore, because I think if it was just on the head coaches,
they would have choose.
They would
who
choose
they want to shoot the free throw. Absolutely. It was a good call there, Zach, as Michigan brings the ball back. Shawnee Brown to left wing. Dribbling, looking in this 2-3 zone of Oakland. Eli Brooks penetrates, drops it down to Dickinson, and he slams it home.
That's a really nice feed there.
Yeah, great penetration there from Eli Brooks. Dumps it off to Hunter Dickinson, gets a big 2-point bucket, giving them a 2-point lead. Franz Wagner is at the check-in table right now.
They're shadowing Jalen Moore right now with Dickinson, which is really interesting.
Yeah, almost a 2-3, but over helping is Hunter Dickinson on Jalen Moore, who has absolutely been the star of this game.
Yeah,
Again,
they've been doubling
here
him.
comes Charlotte shadowing. A step back here from Moore over Dickinson. He misses a real tough shot over that 7-1 center that is Hunter Dickinson. Rebound there by Williams, dished off to Brooks. Brooks coming down the floor. From right to left is traveling Michigan. Gives off to Livers on the left wing. Brooks swings it off to Brown at the right. Back to Brooks. Top of the key, gives off to Brown. Brown drives in the lane, pulls up from the short corner. Looks like it was blocked there by Lappman there as Oakland's driving down the floor. Little unbalanced there from Moore. Kicks it out to Young in the corner. Young misses it, but Trey Townsend with the key poke back there. 63 to 63. Big offensive rebound and conversion there by Trey Townsend.
Yeah, really nice running the floor there by Trey Townsend. Just beat Dickinson back. That's all that was.
Livers driving in the lane, and he slams it home. Isaiah Livers with the thunderous dunk coming from the left wing. Slams it home, gives Michigan a 2-point lead.
Nice recognition there.
Great play there by Livers. Moore turns around quickly. He's got one-on-one with Shonda. You can tell he just loves this pressure right now. Trey Townsend goes in on Hunter Dickinson. That disadvantage in size really hurts him as he turns the ball over. Terrence Williams with the steal. Michigan taking the ball up real slow here. 65-63 with 3:20 left in the ball game. Brooks on top of the key, swings it over to Livers. Livers back to Brooks. Brooks over to Williams. Williams on the left key, to Brown in the corner for three. And Brown misses. Offensive rebound contested, but Oakland comes up with it as Micah Parrish gets a big rebound, gives it back to Moore. 65-63. Ladies and gentlemen, we got a ball game here at the Chrysler Center. Timeout, Oakland.
Oakland is on defense. Oakland's laying off Trondy Brown. They're allowing him to take that shot. He has to recognize that and drive.
I mean, if you're Oakland, that makes sense. Shondy Brown right now is shooting 1 of 9 from 3.
Yeah, he's got to improve that, or he's got to be more of a playmaker on offense instead of a shooter. Especially when you can't find your shot in the game, you got to be more than just a shooter. You got to be a little bit. You got to evolve your game to the situation. Even though I understand you want to be the hero of the game, you got to with your shot. There's a little bit more to it on the offensive side than shooting.
Yeah, especially in a situation where sometimes you have it, sometimes you don't. On Wednesday, Shondy had it. Today, he does not. Obviously, you have to find different ways and different avenues to kind of make some possibilities and make some, sort of ways for Michigan to get a bucket here. Yeah. But you can't underestimate the defensive prowess that Brown has had on the defensive end so far. Again, really nice play there. He had a switch screen from Brown to Dickinson. He allows Dickinson to take over the responsibility of Jalen Moore, and Moore's forced to make that step back. Just really good communication from Michigan defensively.
Yeah, he's been a really good defender tonight. It just, you got to find a different way to contribute on offense, especially when you get the ball and you're wide open like that. Maybe take a dribble in and take the mid-range shot instead of, maybe dribble into your shot instead of taking the place jump shot.
Absolutely. Yep, again, we have 65-63 with an even 3 minutes left in the ball game. You are listening to WCBN Sports, broadcast here of Michigan basketball. The second game we brought to you guys. Again, Michigan had a big 14-point win over Bowling Green on Wednesday, coming out into this game as a 31-point favorite. But right now, only leading by 2 with Oakland having the ball, 3 minutes to go.
The big storyline for Oakland, though, is both Jalen Moore and Townsend are in foul trouble with 4 fouls each. They got to be careful here.
Yeah, the 2 leading scorers for Oakland, as you pointed out, Zach. Jalen Moore, 17 points, 4 fouls. Trey Townsend, 13 points, 4 fouls. Again, yeah, absolutely. If you're in Michigan, you probably wisely would probably dump that ball off into Dickinson or Davis, whoever's playing at the 5, going up against Townsend, see if you can commit that 5th foul. And to reverse effect, do the exact same thing to Jalen Moore. See if you can charge or maybe bring it to the bucket on him. See if you can get a reach foul to get one of those 2-star players off the floor.
Honestly, I think that's another reason why Oakland went to the 2-free zone, was to try to protect Jalen Moore, because when you're driving, on man-man, there's not a level of protection, but in 2-free zone, there's a level of protection for Jalen Moore. He doesn't have to reach in, doesn't have to worry about getting beat by his man.
Yeah, if he gets beat, he can just simply rely on his help defense. Yeah. I see Jalen Moore does bring the ball up, a double screen at the top of the key. Townsend rolls, and Moore does not find him. Crossover for Moore, step back 3, falls right into Eli Brooks, gets him on the pump fake, and gets the 3 free throws. Nice play there by Jalen Moore. Steps back, forces Brooks to leave his feet, and as soon as he does, he falls right back into Eli Brooks. 3 free throws coming up here for Jalen Moore.
Honestly, if you're Eli there, you'll allow him to take that. He has not been the best free-point shooter tonight. He's been 1 for 6 from free-point for more.
Especially a tough shot like that, step-back three. As we looks like we have a wet spot as the Michigan towel man's coming out here to dry off the court. Referee stop play. 3 big free throws coming up here. 2:46 to go. Jalen Moore with the opportunity. To take the lead here for Michigan, or for Oakland. Again, still trying to drop the court here.
Looks like there might be some clock problems, or we're reviewing the play here.
Yeah, it looks like they're in a review. Is
it a free, probably?
Yeah,
or maybe even a flagrant foul on Brooks there. His elbow does collide with his head, but I would not expect that.
Yeah, I think that's a normal basketball play. You don't, Eli, obviously, he left his feet as, they already make the review and they ought to call just a basic foul. 3 shots from Jalen Moore. They could have been looking at it whether it's a 3 or not, because that was a pretty quick review. Jalen Moore misses the first free throw for Oakland. Again, quick review. I think they were looking at whether it was a 2 or a 3. It was pretty clear that it was a 3 there for Jalen Moore. Again, 65-63. Moore on the second free throw does convert. 19 fouls for Oakland puts Michigan in the double bonus in comparison to Michigan's 18 fouls. Michigan with the possession arrow as Moore does convert his third free throw, making it a 1-point game. Delivers inbounds to Eli Brooks.
Oakland has gone to a 1-3-1 zone defense here. Now back to a 2-free.
Brooks at the top of the key, being guarded heavily by Parrish. Gives off to Franz, the right wing. Franz looks, drives, dips it off to Dickinson. Dickinson gives a nice little pass to the cutting Isaiah Livers. Livers wants the and one. Regardless, gets a big bucket, making it a 2-point lead for the Michigan Wolverines. Nice little pass there from Dickinson to the cutting man, Isaiah Livers.
Dickinson's a really nice playmaker / passer.
Yeah, he's getting most of the minutes over the starter, Austin Davis.
Honestly, that's what you expect, especially from a 7'1".
As Moore kicks it out to Townsend, and Townsend airballs from the right corner. Big miss there for the Wolverines. Minute 58 left, 2-point lead. Michigan turns around quickly. Eli Brooks at the top of the key. Falling back in the 1-3-1 zone is Oakland.
Yeah, 1-3-1 zone, trying to get Michigan to attempt free-point shots and help on when Dickinson gets the ball down low.
Brooks on the left wing, swings it over to Wagner. Wagner for 3. Rattles in and out, rebound Oakland. Michael Parrish with the rebound, kicks it back out to Moore, and Moore is driving up to the Oakland side of the court. Again, 2-point lead, minute 30 left. Zion Young, top of the key, gives it off to Parrish. Parrish to Townsend, ball screen comes Townsend, gives it off. No, he's not. Townsend keeps it. Right wing, gives it off to Young. And it looks like we have an in and out call. Turnover from Oakland. Lampman comes in and out and gets a turnover there for Michigan. Michigan gets the ball with a minute 20 left. 2-point lead, and Michigan has it with a minute 20 to go. Referee was singing some sort of in and out penalty that it looked like Lampman was out of bounds and came back inbounds, maybe set a screen or did something illegally, causing a turnover, giving Michigan the ball. Again, 67-65 with 2 minutes, or with minute 15 left.
Is it might be like football where if you go out of bounds, someone else has to touch it before you can touch it again?
Brown on the left wing for 3, and he misses again. Offensive rebound, nope. Young with the long rebound, It looks like it was Moore with the long rebound. Comes back, drives in the lane. Jalen Moore. Big block there by Isaiah Livers. Quick turnaround. Shonda Brown coming from the left side. Nice little Euro step. Plays it up, and he misses it. Big block there from Livers. Brown tries to turn around quickly. Misses on the quick layup. Big defensive play. 44 seconds left. 67-65 Michigan. Moore with the ball. Guarded by Eli Brooks at the top of the key. Dishes it off to Williams. Williams gives it to Parrish, gives it to Townsend. Townsend keeps it, gives it off to Moore. And it looks like we have an off-the-ball foul committed by Isaiah Livers. Going to be a 1-and-1 situation for Oakland. Not exactly sure who will be getting the free throws. It looks like it is going to be Rashad Williams as Livers commits his 4th foul. Chance, 1-on-1 opportunity for Oakland to tie this ball game up at 67. Again, 67-65. We got a 1-on-1 opportunity here coming from Rashad Williams. First free throw. He makes it. 1-point ball game with 29 seconds left. 67-66 Michigan. Williams with the second free throw. He makes it as well. Shot clock is turned off. Going to be one last possession here for the Wolverines. 67-67. Zach, I'm going to be honest with you. When I came into this game, I did not think I would be making a call here on the last possession of the game that would decide whether Michigan wins or Michigan loses. But nonetheless, here we go. 29 seconds left. 67-67. Livers inbounds to Brooks. Swings it off to Wagner, and Michigan calls a timeout. We'll have a 26.8 seconds left in the game. 67-67. Going in this timeout, Zach, what do you think Juwan Howard and the staff is going to try to get a bucket here to win the game for Michigan?
So Juwan, in this situation, we have a size advantage with Dickinson out there. He's been really nice with the ball, his hand making really great decisions. He's going to try to get it down to him in the post with like 5 seconds left and have a cutter, see if Oakland bites on the double team on Dickinson and try to get a slash.
Yeah, you could very easily see that. You could also see from the Oakland point of view, what are they going to do defensively? In the last few possessions, they've been giving that 1-3-1 look. I would not be surprised at all if they switch something up. Maybe completely, messing up everything that Juwan Howard draws up in this out-of-bounds timeout. Maybe Oakland gives a different look for Michigan where they have to go into at adjust here with 27 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, they might try to double Dickinson here or have a shadow on Dickinson or like Eli Brooks or Isaiah Livers. Try to get it into like Shondy Brown's hands or Franz's hands at the last second with a three-point shot. That might be the move for Oakland.
Yeah, that's I got to say, that's a lot of pressure given to Hunter Dickinson, the freshman in his second game as a collegiate basketball player.
Well, he's been playing like a mature player right now.
He's been playing very, very well. I absolutely agree, Zach. Again, leading scorers right now for Michigan. Livers with 16, Dickinson with 13. On the floor right now for Michigan, Dickinson at the 5. You got Brown, Livers, Wagner, and Brooks playing the 1 for Michigan. No Mike Smith and no Austin Davis. Instead on the floor, you got Brown and you got Dickinson. Wagner inbounds to Brooks. Stamion to half court, utilizing that 10 seconds as he walks over half court now with 20 seconds left. Surely Michigan will be taking the last shot of the game. 18 seconds left to go.
They're doing a 2-free zone defense, Oakland.
2-3, Brown kicks it out to Livers. Brown top the key, 10 seconds to go. Gives it to Eli. Eli top on the right wing, gives it to Brown, 5 seconds to go. Brown got to get a shot up quickly. Over to Dickinson, he throws it up, and he misses, and we are going to overtime.
That play was all on the ball handlers. The whole time, Juwan drew that up to go to Hunter Dickinson at the free throw line, and then let him decide the last play.
Yeah, it really looked like everything that Michigan wanted to do, they simply could not do it with the really aggressive, active hands of the Oakland defense. Just really, really, really impressive performance here by Oakland. Nobody in the world expected them to take this game into overtime. 0-3 on the season so far as Oakland. Again, a 52-point loss to Xavier, and they followed that up with a loss at Toledo and a loss to Bradley. And they come to Ann Arbor, come inside the Chrysler Center, and draw overtime. Really impressive.
Yeah, it's been a really impressive game, especially with the circumstances this team has had this offseason with COVID, with all the transfers, with all the newcomers. Really, really good job by the Oakland Golden Grizzlies.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, 67-67. You are listening to WCBN Sports FN Ann Arbor. You are listening to our coverage of Michigan basketball. We are going here to overtime, something that none of us expected. A 67-67 game with 5 minutes to go. Looks like we got the live chat going up a little bit. We got some people talking about no more transfers. We miss John Beeline. I don't know about that. Juwan Howard's done a great job so far. Some transfers here looking all right so far. Shondy Brown had a really nice game against Bowling Green, but right now we got a tie ball game. We're going into overtime, 67-67. Looking at the stat line real quick. Again, leading scorers for Michigan. Livers with 16, Dickinson with 13. Livers has 4 personal fouls, something you're going to have to watch. Looking over Oakland, you got Moore with 19 and Townsend with 13. Again, Moore and Townsend both have 4 fouls. So for Michigan, Do you think about going after Moore and going after Townsend to commit that 5th and final foul?
If they're playing a man-to-man, yes, but like with a 2-free zone, it's kind of hard to do. It's probably be easier to draw the 5th one on Townsend if they're going a 2-free zone here, Oakland.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Another storyline to see here is Isaiah Livers has 4 fouls as well.
Yep.
Hopefully he can keep.
Jump ball, won by Dickinson. Michigan will get the first possession of overtime here, 67-67, as Oakland falls back in that 1-3-1 zone. Livers on the left wing, dumps it down to Dixon in the paint, shoots over, and a nice turnaround hook there over Trey Townsend is Hunter Dickinson, 69-67 Michigan.
Yeah, that final possession, Oakland went to the 2-free zone so they could help if Dickinson got the ball down low. As you can see.
Again, you just see the clear size advantage of Dickinson over Townsend. Townsend swings it over to Oladipo on the corner, on the wing. Back to Moore at top of the key. Got a ball screen here coming from Townsend to Moore to a strong left hand. Switch on by Livers. Livers on Moore. Top of the key. 5 seconds left in the shot clock. Moore steps back over Livers, and he airballs it, and we have a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession there for the Wolverines.
That was a really great switch there by Isaiah. Isaiah kept him in front. That's what you had to do there.
Absolute great defensive possession. Key possession, keeping that 2-point lead with 4:14 left in overtime. 1-3-1 zone by Oakland. We got Wagner on the left wing, back up to Livers on the right wing. Brown sitting in the low right corner, wanting the 3, but Eli will take the 3, and he misses. Moore with the rebound, quickly down the floor. Dips it off for 3 on the left wing. Oakland takes it in, they miss. Rebound out for Eli Brooks. Fast-paced offense here from Michigan. They settle down, half-court offense. Eli Brooks, top of the key.
2-free zone here by Oakland.
Brooks back at the top of the key, gave it to Brown. Brown gave it right back, gave it to Livers on the right wing. He slashes towards the paint. He drives up, and he misses. Hunter Dixon with an aggressive play. It looks like it should be a foul. Is that on Trey Townsend? Is that his 5th?
That probably, I honestly think it is.
It's going to be called on Daniel Oladipo, drawing head. That is, I believe, his 2nd foul. Actually, that is Oladipo's 4th foul. But again, going to the line for a double bonus free throw is Hunter Dickinson. Again, very aggressive on the offensive glass. Really aggressive in all aspects of the game has Hunter Dickinson been so far.
Mm-hmm. He's been the key to this game with that height advantage over Oakland. Really doing...
Yeah, making a clear impact.
Yeah, he's been making nice plays in the scoring column as well as in the assist column.
First free throw, an absolute clean swish there for Hunter Dickinson. Michigan takes a 3-point lead. I agree. You said it earlier, Zach, going into overtime, actually going in that last possession. Hunter Dickinson looks like a poised veteran on the court right now. Been an absolute great performance with 16 points. Again, looks very comfortable with the stripe, converts the 2nd free throw. Michigan with a 4-point lead with 3:34 left in the game. Again, on the floor for Michigan as they go on that full, nope, they fall back to a man-to-man. We got Brooks, Wagner, Brown, Dickinson, and Livers. 4-point lead with 3:30 to go. You got Oakland at the top of the key is Moore. Dumps it off to Williams. Williams on the left and gives the top of the key from Townsend to Moore, and Moore loses it, but it's out of bounds on Livers as Michigan tips it out. It sure looked like that. To me, it looked like Moore just dropped that handoff, but the referees are signaling that Livers tipped it away. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Moore coming to the top of the key, gets the ball. 7 seconds to go on the shot clock, guarded by Eli Brooks. Goes to the left side, drives to the lane, and it is contested and missed. Great defense there by Franz Wagner.
Great help defense there by Wagner. Really.
Eli Brooks, he's got Franz wide open on the right wing. Does not take the shot, gives it back to Brooks. He gets it right back in the right wing, doesn't like it, gives it down to Dickinson. Dickinson makes a nice little move and gets fouled. It looks like that will be on Trey Townsend. Probably his 5th foul of the game.
Actually, I think they're going to get Micah Parrish there for the Rishin.
They do get Micah Parrish. You are right, Zach. They just seem like they don't want to call that 5th foul on Trey Townsend. He's been with his back to the basket guarding Hunter Dickinson. The foul has not been called there. Hunter Dickinson will go to the line for 2. Again, absolute clean swish on his first attempt. Man, this boy, this young freshman here from Michigan just looks real poised. As he converts the 2nd free throw, 73-67 lead with 2:50 left. As Moore brings the ball up, guarded by Eli Brooks. 2:42 left in the ball game. Couple off-ball screens. Moore doesn't like anything. Jumps it down to the paint. Backs out to Townsend. Townsend out to Williams. Williams pump fakes, gets Brown in the air. He shoots a three, and he airballs. Again, Michigan's defense looking really stout. Has not given up a point at all yet so far in overtime. 73-64. Michigan got the ball. Brooks delivers down the paint to Dickinson. Spins away, draws another foul, and this one has to be on Townsend. There was no one else around him.
It's definitely his 5th one right there.
Yep, Trey Townsend called with the foul, fouled out of this ball game. They have been this offense has been going through Hunter Dickinson.
Honestly, it's really surprising, especially with all the talent this team returns this year, that Dickinson is the one that
isn't it impressive, Zach? I mean, coming in as his second game as a second collegiate game as a Wolverine and is looking so poised. 19 points, 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Make that 7 of 8. You know, the good old jinx, the good old broadcaster jinx, as Hunter Dickinson misses the first free throw. Nonetheless, Michigan has a 6-point lead with 2:15 left in the game. Back for a second shot. Hunter Dickinson misses both of them. 73-67, 6-point game. Moore brings the ball up. Guarded by Eli Brooks, 2 minutes to go. Off ball screen here. Williams looks and Moore doesn't like it. Moore keeps the ball, drives to the lane, steps back, doesn't like it, passes it out for 3, and Oakland misses as Latman attempts a 3, and he misses it again. Oakland cannot convert for a bucket.
Oakland's really struggled from three-point tonight, 8 for 33. So, yeah.
Yeah, just not a great offensive performance from Oakland. And I don't know if that's accounted from Oakland playing poorly offensively or if Michigan is playing really well defensively.
Yeah, honestly. Or it could be a combination of Michigan playing well
and you know what, Zach? I think it is a combination of both. Absolutely. Yeah. Moore has been so reliant on getting to the lane, and Michigan just has not given him any opportunities to get to the paint. Eli Brooks playing phenomenal perimeter defense. 73-67, minute 50 to go. Michigan got the ball. Wagner on the left wing. Dribbles around, hands it back off to Brooks. Brooks swings it over to Brown. Brown on the right wing gives it back to Brooks. Brooks penetrates to the lane, dumps it off. Nope, he's going to shoot it. He misses. Hunter Dickinson with the offensive rebound. Brown tries to throw it, and it goes through. Back to Livers up for 3. And Livers hits it. Big 3-point shot there for Isaiah Livers. Gives Michigan a 9-point lead here in overtime. Moore turns around quickly. Back down, hands it off, gets it back. Again, Jalen Moore hands it off to Williams. Williams drives to the paint. Layup, first points there for Oakland coming out in overtime. Makes this a 7-point ball game. The first time we really saw Moore not making any sort of penetration on offense, we saw it from Rashad Williams instead.
Yeah, that was really nice diversion there. Rashad Williams was a stud last year for Oakland, but this offseason he has had some shoulder injuries. Greg Campy said he's looking at surgery in the offseason this year. So
really? Okay, yeah, it clearly looks like he has raw athleticism. That drive right there, very, very nice, going from the right wing down the right block, fishes it with the left hand, which is sort of ill-advised, but he converts nonetheless, makes it a 7-point game. With a minute 15 to go, Zach, are you still feeding the rock to Hunter Dickinson?
Yeah, you got to keep it going. They have no one down low. Oakland has no one down low that can stop Dickinson at this point.
Yeah, again, we talked about that height disadvantage that Oakland has on. Really, they have 2 individuals on their team, Conway and Swolemu, who are both 6'10", but neither one of those guys have saw any minutes today. Primarily, the bigs that have been playing on the Oakland floor have been only 6'7", 6'6", and 6'8". There is a clear height advantage. In the second half, Hunter Dickinson has really, really took advantage of that.
Yeah, honestly, he has. I'm honestly surprised they have not seen action from their 6'10" center.
Yeah, at least switch it up, right? Obviously, if Dickinson's dominating as a 7-footer down the paint, you would think you're trying to switch it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, maybe there's some injury issues going on with Oakland. Maybe it's COVID. Or maybe even they're just not ready to play yet, those 2 players for Oakland that are 6'10".
Again, you are listening to WCBN FM Ann Arbor. We are really happy to bring this great ball game to you with 30. You guys, we have 38 current watchers right now. I appreciate all of you. I thank you for tuning in, especially during the technical difficulties that we had earlier. We got a minute 10 left. 7-point ball game here in overtime. Eli Brooks, top of the key, hands it off to Brown. Brown swings it back to Brooks, swings to Wagner. They're really looking at Dickinson down the post. Gives it back out to Livers, top of the key. Minute to go. Ball screen coming from Dickinson. Livers, top of the key, hands it to Brown. Brown left wing, pulls up, and he misses. Pulls up from a deep 2-point shot, misses, and it looks like we have a loose ball, rebounding foul on Hunter Dickinson. As Oakland goes into the double bonus, you're going to see Jalen Moore shooting 2 free throws. Going to the line is Moore. First free throw, and he converts, making that a 6-point ball game. Again, Moore really with 20 points. Most of those 20 points, 11 of them have come from the stripe. Really good performance for Moore, getting to the paint, drawing fouls, and making his free throws. Mike Smith has checked into the ball game as Moore makes his second free throw. Checks in 4. It looks like they took out
Shawnee Brown.
Yep, took out Shawnee Brown. Maybe they want a ball handler here. 5 seconds left. And also, Mike Smith is a very good free throw shooter. That could be part of it. Full court press comes from Livers. Michigan breaks it. Franz Wagner with the easy slam. 7-point lead for Michigan. 78-71. 42 go. And Michigan gets a quick steal. Eli Brooks with the active hands. 7-point lead. 35 seconds to go. You would think Oakland would be following. They are not yet. Really, I don't understand why they are not following right here. There's only an 8-second differential between the game clock and the shot clock, and they're playing this one out. I do not know why Michigan is not following, or why Oakland is not following. Mike Smith, top of the key.
I think they realize they probably lost this game, so at this point.
Livers for 3 from the right wing, and he gets it, and that is nothing but the cherry on top for the Michigan Wolverines. They take a 10-point lead with 10 seconds to go. 3 coming here from Oakland. It is missed. Great box out by Hunter Dickinson. Franz Wagner rebounds it, and it was a battle-tested game, but the Michigan Wolverines are walking out with an 81-71-point victory. Hard win, but guess what? A win is a win, Zach. Michigan comes out of the win here.
It's a really shaky win for the Wolverines. Hopefully they can clean it up for the next game.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, regardless, what you want to see is how can these young freshmen handle adversity in situations where it is a tight ball game in a game where they should have won. And boy, oh boy, did Hunter Dickinson handle that adversity perfectly.
Yeah, he played stellar tonight. Really led Michigan on the offensive side of the ball.
Yes, again, big victory here for Michigan, 81-71. Looking at the stat line, the leading scorers for the Wolverines, Isaiah Livers walks out with 22 points, was 5 of 7 from 3. The big freshman, Hunter Dickinson, 19 points, was 7 of 9 from the free throw stripe, showed great poise at the free throw line late in that game. And again, Brandon Johns with 8. Terrence Williams, a freshman, 3 or 4 from the floor with 7 points as well. Just a good through-and-through performance from the freshman here as Michigan takes an 81-71 lead. Any last thoughts, Zach, before we close this bad boy out?
It was a hard-fought battle by the Wolverines and the Golden Grizzlies, but the Wolverines get the win.
Got the W. Absolutely right. They get a big win here. Michigan goes to 2-0 in the season so far. We got a couple upcoming games here for the Wolverines. Let's get a check. They play Ball State on December 2nd. We will probably be calling that as a home game. We definitely will be calling that game. But from Ann Arbor here tonight, an 81-71 win for the Michigan Wolverines. From me, Andy, from Zach, my partner, hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. I'm glad you guys stick it out through those technical difficulties. Again, from Ann Arbor, it is a goodbye, a good night, and then always, a go blue.